The Splatoon 3 Side Order DLC is very mysterious. Even though we've gotten much more information about it now thanks to the September Direct, we still know nearly nothing about the world or the story, and there's still a lot of questions to be answered. What's going on? Why is everything bleached and dead looking? Where do those fish skeletons come from? And most importantly, who's behind it all? Most people that I've seen online seem to think that it will be the grand return of Commander Tartar. While that's an interesting idea, I find it unlikely since Tartar himself proclaimed his own death at the end of Octo expansion. I think that the true antagonist of Side Order is going to be the much more predictable Marina Ida. In this video, I'm going to talk about why Marina is most likely going to be the antagonist of Side Order, and how it's probably not going to be as lame as people think. The first thing I want to do is to put an emphasis on her being the antagonist, not the villain exactly. I don't think it would be fitting for Marina to suddenly become evil or to return to the side of the underground Octarians so randomly. I believe that the world of Side Order is Marina's perfect world, which she's talked about many times in the past, most notably during a lot of her dialogue during the Chaos vs. Order Splatfest of Splatoon 2, in which she's directly mentioned that she wants to design and create a safe space, a perfect world, because she believes that that's important to have. The Side Order DLC is described as if Order had won on the official site for the expansion pass. Since Chaos did win, Marina would have had to resort to literally creating her own world, since the theme of Chaos, as of course we know, spreads throughout the entirety of the Splatlands at the very least. The world of Side Order is most likely a simulation. It's the easiest way to literally create your own space however you want. Think about it, while Wave Omni of the expansion pass may just be a hub reskin, it's also in Copless Plaza in the current time of Splatoon 3, and it's not at all affected by all of this. If Side Order takes place in the real world, and it is designed by Marina, surely more than just the Copless Square would be converted, right? There's also the fact that the Spire of Order seems to have many floors, with each level being extremely large, with the walls of them stretching back very far, as well as these huge machines everywhere. While Marina has created entire battle stages on her own before, I feel like it would take many years, or more likely decades, to create what we've seen of Side Order in the real world of Splatoon on her own. It just doesn't make sense since she started talking about her perfect world at the start of the Splatocalypse, which was about 4 years ago. It's important to remember that the world of Splatoon moves forward in time at the same speed as real life. I think that what's going to happen in the story is that Marina simply got too obsessed with living in this space and designing it to be perfect that she doesn't care about the real world anymore, so Agent 8 and Pearl have invaded it to stop her and to convince her to come back. They're both close friends of Marina, so they'll be some of the only ones who could talk some sense into her. Now, this next section is completely non-theory, and it's just me talking about what I think would be really cool to have happen, so don't judge me too harshly for it. Marina was Noctiling Soldier, one of the best in DJ Octavia's army, and as we know, is obsessed with creating and improving machines. I think it would be really cool if the bosses we encounter in Side Order were all designed by Marina, built to guard either her or maybe something valuable that we'll have to collect throughout the game. For the final level or boss, assuming that the whole Marina built this world and is living in it theory is correct, I can imagine it being us shutting down all her machines and getting closer to talk to her directly, or maybe even to fight her, who knows. Even crazier, maybe we could remove ourselves from the simulation to try and literally shut down the entire world, as in the computers it's running on or whatever it may be. But that one seems even less likely than everything else I've said, because we could just do that from the beginning if that was an option. Whatever the grand finale of the DLC may be, I can imagine it having some kind of conflict between us and Marina, trying to convince her that she can't hide away in her simulation forever, and Marina having conflicting feelings on what to do, because she clearly really cares about the Side Order world, but also doesn't want to abandon her friends. But all of that is very specific, and probably won't happen in the DLC. We've been surprised by the Splatoon developers before, and I wouldn't want Side Order to play out according to a few random theories that don't have a whole lot of evidence. But what do you think? Do you think my theories sound convincing and could happen? Or do you think I'm a madman that's way too obsessed with Splatoon lore? Please feel free to comment your own thoughts on what might happen in the DLC. I may make more theories about Side Order in the future. We've got a long time to wait after all, and as the Splatoon Twitter has said, spring 2024 is the earliest it's going to come out. And I, too, want it to be perfect. Thanks for watching. This is my first scripted video, and it's definitely not going to be my main form of content on my channel, since I just like rambling about things and playing video games, though I guess that's what this video was in a way, just more organized and edited. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and bye!